What I'm about to tell you completely turned my anxiety into peace, and it can do the same for you. One weird sensation and suddenly your brain is telling stories. I'm having a heart attack. I'm about to faint. This is the one that kills me. In my case, the stories were dramatic. My kidneys are failing. It's a brain tumor. I'm losing my hearing. The more I focused on those thoughts, the louder they became. If you know that feeling, this video is your turning point. Today, I'll show you a simple way to stop the spiral in real time. Name your panic stories so they lose their grip, and then use surrender to let your body calm itself. Not by forcing calm, but by allowing what's already here. I used to feel ambushed by sudden anxiety, at home, at work, in a cafe line. My heart would race, my chest would tighten, and my mind would paint catastrophic movies that felt more real than the room I was standing in. Here's what changed everything. I learned that panic attacks are intense, but not dangerous events. They feel life-threatening, but the sensation is not the same as actual danger. The interpretation, the story, pours gasoline on the fire. When we change our relationship to those stories, the fire has less to burn. These stories are the reason your anxiety gets worse and you start to spiral. So what are panic stories? A panic story is the fast, fear-based narrative your mind creates to explain a body sensation. Your heart flips, and the story arrives. Heart attack. You feel lightheaded. I'm about to pass out. Chest tightness. This is it. For me, it became a rotating playlist. Kidney failure story. Heart attack story. Brain tumor story. Hearing loss story. Familiar? This is how the spiral works. 1. Sensation. Body does something normal but uncomfortable. Adrenaline, breath change, posture, dehydration, period fluctuations. 2. Story. The mind labels it catastrophe. 3. Alarm. The body hears danger, ramps up adrenaline. 4. Confirmation. Bigger sensations verify the catastrophic story. 5. Spiral. You brace, avoid, Google, check, escape, teaching your brain the sensation was dangerous. Next time, it responds even faster. Panic becomes a loop between sensation and story. But when you name the story as a story, you step out of the loop. You create a gap wide enough to choose a new response. This aligns with standard psychoeducation on panic. Catastrophic misinterpretation intensifies symptoms. Understanding and acceptance reduce the cycle. Name your panic stories. We're going to make your stories visible and almost boring. Step A. List them, grab a notebook, and write your top 3 stories your mind creates. The heart attack story, the fainting story, the brain tumor story. Add your own, the kidney failure story, the hearing loss story, etc. I had them all. Step B. Give each story a neutral description. Under heart attack story, write, shows up when heart races after coffee. When I stand quickly, during stress, my mind predicts doom without evidence. Under fainting story, write, arrives with lightheadedness, mind says I'll collapse, even though I never do. Add a compassionate reality check. 2 lines, calm and factual. I've had this story many times, it has never come true. Panic symptoms are intense but not dangerous. They peak and pass. What naming does, defuses you from the thought, I see you story. Interrupts the body-mind feedback loop. Prepares your nervous system for the next step, surrender. Now, the most important part is surrender. You can't force calm and you don't need to. Important truth, you cannot make yourself be calm. The harder you try to force calm, the more your body thinks something is wrong. Calm is a byproduct of allowing the present moment, sensations and all. This is acceptance in action. You work with the wave, not against it. Here's the surrender script I use. 1. Name and normalize. Hi, heart attack story. Hi, adrenaline. You are allowed to be here. 2. Drop the narrative. I don't have to solve this. I'll feel what's here. I don't need to run away from this. Yes, it is unbearable, but it cannot hurt me. I just need to allow it to go through me. I wanted to feel this in this exact moment. When the mind starts explaining, pause and return to sensations. 3. Come to the body, not the browser. When the mind and body panic, you have to solve this in your body and stop listening to your thoughts and stories. Focus your full attention on your body sensations and don't attach any stories to it. If you slip back into your mind, go back into your body and focus only on the sensations. Place one hand on your chest, one on your lower ribs. Feel the movement under your hands. Let the exhale be a touch longer than the inhale. Soften your jaw, tongue, and shoulders. These mantras will help you go through your anxiety. I am safe enough to feel this. This is intense, but it will pass. My job isn't to calm myself. My job is to allow. Mantras are not magic words. They're signals of non-resistance. Minute-by-minute permission. For 60-90 seconds, give the sensation permission to swell, move, and fade. If it spikes, just repeat, it's okay for this to be here. This is not going to hurt me. I allow these unpleasant feelings to run through my body. I am okay with not feeling okay. You're teaching your brain that the wave can rise and fall without you bracing, avoiding, or escaping. If anxiety is up right now, do this with me. Notice where it lives most: chest, throat, belly, ears. Whisper, this is my anxiety story number 1. Let your attention sit inside the strongest sensation for 3 breaths. No commentary. Now shift awareness to your hands or feet. Feel contact with floor or fabric. Look left, then right, gently naming objects: lamp, plant, cup. Exhale, shoulders drop. Finish with, I'm safe enough to feel this. Allow 10 seconds of quiet. I know it's hard to surrender when the feelings are intense, so I practice micro exposures to safe discomfort. Let's say you feel sad or just a bit anxious. It doesn't matter what negative emotion you feel, it works on all of them. Now sit down and put your phone down. This is a distraction you want to use to make this feeling go away. Sit and notice where your sadness exists. Locate it in your body. Where do you feel it? Is it in your hands, chest, head, stomach, everywhere? Now that you find where it exists, just focus your full attention on it. Don't run away. Don't grab your phone. Don't eat something to feel better. Sit with this uncomfortable feeling and be okay with it. I feel sadness and it is okay. I am looking at my sadness. I let my sadness be there. In this moments of practice, you will notice your sadness flips into peace. And that is when you know you are doing surrender right. You just released a huge chunk of stuck emotions. If panic attacks are a regular part of your life, you are not broken and you're not alone. Panic attacks are indeed tricky because they are very hard to manage and very hard to surrender to. You feel like you are dying, so it is natural to spiral even more. Practice small and you will master the big. It is the same principle, and once you understand how it works, you will have it for the rest of your life. I repeated this mantras when I was in the middle of panic attack. I am safe enough to feel this. It cannot hurt me. This is intense, and it will pass. I watch it as if it wasn't mine. I am creating space between me and anxiety. I don't have to force calm. I allow this moment. I will let it be unpleasant. I don't fight it, and I will gladly sit through this storm. If this helped, like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs a calm, grounded friend today. In the comments, tell me which panic story visits you the most.